Hey folks, Matt Kuda here. Just wanted to touch bases with you. I have been away on a trip to Florida, one of my favorite locations for bird photography, and I wanted to share my trip with you. I'll be putting out several videos talking about the trip, talking about the photographs I made and how I made them, and then finally, what you can do to own one for yourself. So I planned this trip to St. Augustine Alligator Farm about a year ago. I knew I wanted to go there. It was on the list. But I just hadn't been there. I'd been to Gatorland, other areas in Florida for birding, Merritt Island, the West Coast, all that. But I had not done anything at St. Augustine Alligator Farm. Now, if you know anything about St. Augustine Alligator Farm, it is primarily a zoo, right? It's a zoo of alligators and crocodiles from across the world. And you think to yourself, well, why would you want to spend a week at a zoo? There's a good reason for that. For those that don't know, birds, wading birds particularly, will nest above alligators. So wild birds will come in there to the rookery, and they will actually nest with the alligators right below them. And you say to yourself, well, okay, Matt, fine, but don't they get eaten by the alligators? And the short answer to that is yes. The long answer is not as many as you would think. So it's kind of a synergy there. It's a weird one, but it's definitely advantageous to both species. So anyway, that's the long and the short of that. St. Augustine itself can be a rather busy town, especially in late April, which is when I went. You have a lot of traffic at certain times. You might hit certain schools having a spring break, and so you need to be aware of that when you're planning. Some photographers like to get a hotel in town so they don't have to worry about traffic so much, or actually on the island. There's an island actually that the alligator farm is located on. Okay, so all the logistics out of the way, I headed for St. Aug Alligator Farm and got there on the 24th of April. Now, the first day was really just me settling in. I got there, I don't know, 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. So I got there, I showed them my pass, I got settled in and all that stuff, and I began shooting. It was overcast, raining slightly, and this was a good opportunity for me to get what I call, or many call, high-key photographs. And I am a fan of high-key photographs. If you don't know what a high-key photograph is, take a look at your screen right now, and you'll see one. You have that white background. It's very simple. It's really the ultimate in simplicity. Okay, this is one of these kind of photographs that fits a lot of people's decor. They would love to have this on their wall. It symbolizes peace. It symbolizes tranquility. It is neutral. It goes with just about any kind of decor, and so you'll see a lot of these type of images. Now, you might see paintings done like this as well. There's a lot of things done in this style besides just photography. So what we're looking at here, the first image, this is an image that I took of a great egret. This is a great egret here and a great egret down here. Now was kind of an interesting juxtaposition here. You got this diagonal, this strong diagonal coming down, and this great egret, he's just vocalizing here and telling everybody who he is and you better get out of my way. No, I don't know. They use vocalization for all different kind of things. And down here, I think it's kind of funny. You got this guy down here. It's like, yeah. I'm just doing my thing here on my nest. This is a nest here. This is nesting season when I was there for the wading birds. So that is something you're going to see here. You're going to see more nest shots. For the photographers out there, I was using for the first time the Sony 200 to 600 lens. Absolutely love it. You're going to see a lot of good images from that lens throughout the week as I go forward. Beautiful lens here, shooting at ISO 1600, 1/2000th of a second, 232 millimeters f6.3. Okay, the next image. All right, one of my favorites, probably my favorite from the day. Probably my favorite from the day was this shot of a wood stork taking flight. I don't know what it is about wood storks. They're not the most beautiful bird in the world, but they definitely have a graceful flight. They have huge wings. They have beautiful feathers here on their wingtips, primary wingtip feathers here. Just amazing birds. Fairly recently, they were considered endangered. Their numbers have since returned, and everyone's happy. The photographers are happy. The birds are happy. The eco people are happy. So I love to photograph them. In the background here in this photograph, we have an actually kind of gray blue sky. It was starting to get blue here, and we can see that in the background. These are actually the tops of trees here down here in the bottom. It's very high up. You can see my angles up a little bit here, but I just really love that. Froze the action perfectly. ISO 2000, 1/3200th of a second. Again, ISO 2000, no problem for this Sony camera. It does an excellent job. But one I definitely wanted to show you today. Hope you enjoy this one. Next image. Okay, another high key image. This actually isn't the finished version of this. I actually, added some. It's very blue, and I added some, warmed it up a little bit with some color. So this is a little bit different, but you get the feel here that this is another great egret way up on top of this tree, perched there. I mean, he perched there a long time. But another example of that high key look that I was able to obtain that day. And Flickr wants to show us some ads. Don't you love the ads? That's really the big shots for that day. Like I said, I only had a couple hours to shoot before heading to the hotel and getting checked in and all that. This is only the beginning, folks. You're going to see a whole lot more as we go forward. You'll be able to see just how special this place can be. As an added benefit, it was kind of nice. I got to talk to Chaz, or Charles Glatzer. He's a Canon Explorer of Light. He was there for 2 weeks, or actually, I think it was just a week, maybe 2. I don't know. But we talked a little bit, and he actually showed me some of the better spots there and what times to photograph. So that was, very useful. So shout out to Chaz. Thanks a lot for that. Okay, so the next time we will talk about day 2. Day 2, things really heat up, and I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Make it a great day, and get out there and enjoy nature. Bye-bye.